Welcome to MaxLife Man, your essential YouTube channel, expertly led by our top expert, Dr. Sterling Thorne. Dr. Thorne and his top team from the prestigious Evergreen Peaks Institute bring years of dedicated research and hands-on experience in men's health. We deliver insightful, heartfelt podcasts designed to optimize your health and unlock your best self. Let me hit you with the truth right away. You can lift heavy. You can run miles. You can even follow those abs after 40 workouts you saw online, but if your testosterone is quietly slipping away, every rep and every mile gets you half the results you deserve. This isn't just about men over 40. By 50, and especially by 60, your body's natural muscle building signal starts fading. That means belly fat clings harder, strength drops faster, and yes, your edge in the bedroom starts to feel different. The good news: you can fight back naturally. I've seen grandfathers get ripped, men over 50 turn their midsection into something they are proud to show, and guys who thought their best days were behind them feel unstoppable again. Before we dive in, I've got a little challenge for you. Hit that like button right now. Not for me, for you. Because when you commit to even a small action for your health, you send a signal to your brain, to your body, and maybe even to the universe. And I wish that everyone who hits like today finds more strength, better health, and the exact thing they've been hoping for sooner than they ever imagined. Try it and see if life doesn't surprise you. Today, we're going deep into the exact workouts, nutrition tweaks, and natural testosterone boosters that men over 40, 50, and 60 are using to reclaim muscle, torch belly fat, and wake up with real energy. The muscle loss spiral. When testosterone starts to slip, something else follows close behind: muscle. And it's not just a cosmetic issue. Losing muscle mass is like losing the engine power in your car. Everything feels harder: climbing stairs, carrying groceries, even keeping good posture through the day. This process has a name: sarcopenia. According to the British Journal of Sports Medicine, men can lose 3–5% of their muscle mass each decade after age 30, and that rate accelerates after 50. When you combine lower testosterone with reduced physical activity and slower recovery, it's the perfect storm for rapid muscle decline. Here's where it gets dangerous. Muscle isn't just for looking strong. It's a metabolic powerhouse. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn at rest, the better your insulin sensitivity, and the stronger your immune system. Lose muscle and your body starts storing more fat, especially visceral fat, the kind that wraps around your organs and raises your risk for heart disease and diabetes. And that's when the spiral really kicks in. Lower testosterone, right arrow muscle loss. Muscle loss, right arrow more body fat. More body fat, right arrow even lower testosterone. Thanks again, aromatization. This is why so many men over 50 feel like they're fighting uphill, because biologically they are. But here's the thing: this spiral isn't irreversible. With the right training, nutrition, and recovery strategies, you can slow it down or even start climbing back up. Workouts that actually work after 40, 50, 60. If you're over 40 and still training like you did in your 20s, heavy every day, chasing PRs, ignoring recovery, you're not just spinning your wheels. You might actually be speeding up the very decline you're trying to fight. By this stage in life, the smartest men in the gym, and I've worked with hundreds, train with two things in mind: preserve muscle and protect joints. That means combining compound strength work, squats, presses, rows with low-impact cardio that keeps your heart healthy without eating into your muscle reserves. I've got a letter here from a viewer named Robert, 62, who wrote, "Doc, I tried your 20-minute strength plus cardio split 3 times a week. I'm down 15 pounds, my blood pressure is normal for the first time in years, and my wife says I look like I've been hiding in a secret boot camp." Robert's results aren't magic. They are the product of smart programming. Here's the formula I recommend for most men over 40. Strength training, 3 days per week, focusing on big lifts at moderate weight. Cardio, 2–3 days per week, but low to moderate intensity, brisk walking, cycling, swimming. Mobility work, daily, even if it's just 10 minutes in the morning. And listen, if Robert can stick to this at 62 while running a small business and chasing his grandkids, you can fit it in too. Oh, and if you're watching this thinking, maybe I'll try that later, let me save you some time. Later never comes. So hit that subscribe button now, because if I can teach Robert to squat without breaking a sweat, I can definitely teach you to click a button without burning calories. Nutrition tweaks that boost testosterone naturally. Food isn't just fuel, it's chemistry. Every bite you take either supports your testosterone or slowly chips away at it. And the changes you make don't have to be drastic to see results. Let's start with zinc. The Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism published research showing that men with zinc deficiencies saw a nearly 50% drop in testosterone levels, and correcting that deficiency brought their levels back within months. You'll find zinc in foods like oysters, beef, pumpkin seeds, and cashews. Next up, vitamin D. This isn't just the bone health vitamin. Studies have shown that men who get enough vitamin D have significantly higher free testosterone levels. And the best source? The sun. 15 minutes a day on your skin, no sunscreen during that time, can make a real difference. For food sources, think salmon, egg yolks, and fortified dairy. And here's one to watch out for: processed soy products. While whole soy in moderate amounts isn't a big deal for most men, heavily processed soy protein isolates, found in bars, shakes, and fake meats, have been linked to lower testosterone in some studies. Let me flip this back to you. How many of you are eating at least one testosterone-friendly food every single day? And be honest, are you also sneaking in the stuff that's quietly sabotaging you? Drop a comment with yes or guilty so I can see where my audience stands. Cardio vs. strength, the right balance for men over 40. A lot of men over 40 make one of two mistakes. They either ditch cardio completely because they're scared of losing muscle, or they run themselves into the ground thinking more miles means more fat loss. The truth is somewhere in between. Here's a comment I got from Steve, 54. Doc, I run 5 kilometers every morning, but my arms and chest are shrinking. What am I doing wrong? Steve, what's happening is simple. Too much steady-state cardio without enough resistance training tells your body, we're endurance athletes now. Your body responds by shedding muscle to make the job easier. The American College of Sports Medicine has shown that excessive cardio, especially without strength work, accelerates muscle loss in older adults. The sweet spot: 2-3 strength sessions per week to build and maintain muscle, and 2-3 cardio sessions that focus on heart health and fat burning without overtaxing your recovery. This could be brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or short, intense intervals. Think of your training week like a balanced meal: too much of one thing and not enough of another, and the whole plate feels off. Get the balance right, and your testosterone, muscle mass, and endurance all climb together. Cardio vs. strength, the right balance for men over 40. A lot of men over 40 make one of two mistakes. They either ditch cardio completely because they're scared of losing muscle, or they run themselves into the ground thinking more miles means more fat loss. The truth is somewhere in between. Here's a comment I got from Steve, 54. Doc, I run 5 kilometers every morning, but my arms and chest are shrinking. What am I doing wrong? Steve, what's happening is simple. Too much steady-state cardio without enough resistance training tells your body, we're endurance athletes now. Your body responds by shedding muscle to make the job easier. The American College of Sports Medicine has shown that excessive cardio, especially without strength work, accelerates muscle loss in older adults. The sweet spot: 2-3 strength sessions per week to build and maintain muscle, and 2-3 cardio sessions that focus on heart health and fat burning without overtaxing your recovery. This could be brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or short, intense intervals. Think of your training week like a balanced meal: too much of one thing and not enough of another, and the whole plate feels off. Get the balance right, and your testosterone, muscle mass, and endurance all climb together. At-home testosterone-boosting habits. Not every boost to your testosterone comes from the gym or the kitchen. Some of the most powerful changes happen quietly, at home, in the smallest parts of your daily routine. Sleep is the first pillar. The Cleveland Clinic notes that men who get less than 5 hours of sleep per night can see testosterone levels drop by 10–15% in just 1 week. Deep, consistent sleep allows your body to produce and release hormones in the right rhythm, keeping your energy, mood, and recovery in check. Sunlight is another free, underrated tool. 15 to 30 minutes of direct sunlight on your skin, ideally in the morning, can raise vitamin D levels, which in turn supports testosterone production. If you live in a low sunlight area, a vitamin D3 supplement may help bridge the gap. Then there's stress management. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, which directly suppresses testosterone. Practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even a short walk outside can lower cortisol within minutes. Over time, this helps keep your hormonal environment primed for strength and vitality. And finally, avoidance of endocrine disruptors, chemicals in plastics, certain cleaning products, and even some personal care items. These can mimic estrogen in the body and interfere with testosterone function. Small swaps, like using glass containers instead of plastic, can make a long-term difference. The beauty of these habits: they're free, they're simple, and they build on each other. Stack them together, and you create an environment where your body can actually thrive. Success stories ripped grandpa and fit over 50 examples. I've said it before, it's never too late to turn things around. And I've seen men prove it to me over and over again. Take John, 68. He came to me after a decade of taking it easy because his doctor told him heavy lifting was dangerous at his age. Within 9 months of a structured program, strength 3 times a week, short bursts of cardio, and a few nutrition tweaks, he had more muscle than when he was 50. His blood pressure dropped, his energy came roaring back, and his wife told me she hadn't seen that smile in years. Or Michael, 55, who thought belly fat after 50 was just part of aging. He cut processed carbs, added morning walks, and committed to consistent sleep. 6 months later, he dropped 25 pounds, regained visible abs, and sent me a photo from his beach trip captioned, "Doc, I had to buy new swim trunks. The old ones were falling off." And here's my favorite, a comment from Brian, 72. "I started your home workout videos during the pandemic. My grandson now asks me to help him move his furniture. He used to think I was too old for that." Stories like these aren't rare. They're the norm when you give your body the right inputs. And if these men can make it happen with jobs, families, and responsibilities, there's no reason you can't. If any of their wins lit a fire under you, do yourself a favor, hit that like button. Not for me, but for the day your own story becomes worth sharing here. Conclusion plus call to action. So here's the big picture. If you're a man over 40, 50, or even 60, you are not doomed to watch your muscle fade, your belly grow, and your testosterone flatline. The science is clear. With the right mix of strength training, balanced cardio, smart nutrition, recovery habits, and environmental awareness, you can turn the clock back in ways that will surprise you. We've covered the decline of testosterone, the muscle loss spiral, the training and nutrition strategies that actually work, and the real-life proof from men who have done it. Now it's your move. If this conversation has sparked something in you, a little more motivation, a little more belief, here's what I want you to do. Hit the like button. Drop a comment with one change you're going to make this week, big or small. And subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive, because that might be the one that answers the exact question holding you back. And here's the deal, I read the comments. If your question is sharp enough, your story compelling enough, you might just hear your name in next week's episode. To every man watching, I wish you health, strength, and the will to claim the years ahead. You're not done, you're just getting started.